Good afternoon, MFV and fans. How are we all doing, guys? It is Saturday, which means we've got another review. And in case you didn't miss it on the screen there we have it. We are doing the review on the Aegis Hero from Geek Vape today. Another one in the Aegis line. They've got a nice stream of products under the Aegis range now. It's almost like your cars. You bring your cars all under the same name. A lot of Aegis products out there now, guys. Very, very popular, and one that we always look forward to seeing, guys. So as we say, we are having a look at the Aegis Hero today. That is the box as you would get it in the shops. Very, very, very small little mod. Essentially just taken the Aegis Legend and shrunk the little thing down. They've obviously developed some kind of shrinking ray and have pointed it at the Legend and created the Hero. So here you have it, guys. This is the Aegis Hero AIO from Geek Vape. As you can see, the very Legend-esque design there with the leather and the threading. But no, first thoughts, guys. What do you think? I think it looked mighty fine, if I do say so myself. I took it out of the box. First thing I was actually quite shocked at just how small this thing is. Size comparison next to a mug. It's a little diddy little mod, but don't let the size fool you, because she's a good one. So quick run through of this thing. First of all, what comes in the box. So as I say, when you get it in the shop, your box will look a little something like this. But for us reviewers, we just got a basic blank box with next to no information on it other than a sample sticker. So I'll have a look what's in my box. So as you would imagine, the inside the box, the mod would be sat there looking very beautiful indeed. Take the mod out, and of course we under the foam there we get some destructions. We get some little accessories, which is what comes in that is a drip tip and a sort of coil levering tool to take the coil out the pod, and you get some spare pods as well. Spare coils, sorry. So the two coils that come with this as of stock is a 0.6 ohm coil and a 0.4 ohm coil. This is the 0.6 here. I don't know if it'll focus in. It should focus in, but it's not going to, is it? Because why would it let me? You know the trouble I have trying to get this camera to focus in on stuff. But again, it won't focus in, but all the details of the coils are on the bottom, not that this camera is going to let you see it. But no, both mesh coils, both fully compatible with the boost, so it's not a case of getting new coils once again. You can put the coils in this from the boost as well. But no, really, really liking the flavor from some of these coils at the minute from all the companies, whether it's Geek Vape or the other ones as well. They're basically taking your stock sub-ohm coil, just toning them down slightly and then being able to fit them inside the inside these AIOs. So you're essentially getting the flavor and the vaping experience from your stock coils, and obviously enjoying that in the world of your AIOs and pods and things like that. So I've got the 0.4 coil in this. Both coils essentially set up and designed more for your DTL, direct to lung approach vaping, but obviously you can tell they're quite high on the ohms, so you can adjust and try and achieve that MTL vaping experience as well, especially with that 0.6 ohm coil in there. So also in the box comes a little box with the charger wire in it. I've been using that this week whilst I've been vaping on this. Unfortunately, it's not Type C, the charger. The charger that this relies on is a mini USB, as you can see there. Not a massive issue. It's only a 1200 milliamp hour battery inside. But always it'd be nice to see everyone following the trend and switching over to Type C. I'm not sure why they've kept it with the mini USB, but I'm sure there's method in the madness somewhere. And of course, you get your destructions with it. Easy to fold back up as well, which is always my thing. So you've got all your destructions in there too, guys. Obviously, just a quick functional display of what you're going to be getting on the mod and what does what and how to fill your pod up. The usual spiel that you would find in these things. So I will get all them back in the box. And yeah, what you are left with is this little beauty. So as I say, very Legend-esque, Aegis Legend-esque. Basically just found a shrinking gun, shot the thing with it, and taken 510 plate off, 810 plate, 510 plate, and stuck a pod on. So here you have it, guys. We'll go from top to bottom with the mod. So here you go. This is your pod. It's got a 4mm capacity. Obviously, your coil will slip in at the bottom. There's only a certain way that the coils will fit in this, and heavens, it's not going to focus in on me for this. But when you're putting your coil in, when you have a look at this, there's like two notches on the pod itself. I can't take the pod out, obviously, because it'll just spill liquid everywhere. But there are two notches on the pod itself, and basically the straight lines of the coil, you line up with those, and that's the best way to get your coils in there. Absolutely no issues at all with leaks, but I'll go through that in a minute. So like I say, you've got your removable 510 drip tip on top. It does come with a spare, which is a bit of a smaller bore hole in it, and that's the one that comes in it with a bit of a wider bore hole as well. Fully adjustable airflow, guys. For you do like to have a play around with the airflow, it's got a stop on it as well, so we'll only go so far. But yeah, fully adjustable airflow, and there is the pod itself. Obviously, it is dark in colour, so it can be a bit of a pain to try and gauge how much liquid you've got left in it. Big ass magnet there, and I tell you now, the magnet on this is spot on. When it clicks in, there's no wiggle at all on this. Absolutely spot on. That magnet is doing its job at keeping that pod in there. Obviously, you've got Aegis written all over it. You have got an S on this as well. I'm not sure what the S really stands for. And obviously, you charge it. It is Aegis, so this thing is designed and put together to take a bit of a battering. I'm not going to launch it out of a window or put it under the wheel of a bus, but just a simple, oh no, I dropped my mod. The pod did come off, but just put it back on. And it's away. Oh no, I dropped my mod again. How silly of me. Oh no, it's gone. We'll go and find it, actually. It bounced across the room. But no, guys, just your standard sort of daily mishaps that you would have with a mod. Drops, maybe dropping it out of a car, out of a truck, anything like that. It is going to withstand it. They do claim that it's waterproof. I would say to a certain extent. I reckon if you were to drop this in water, first of all, you're going to have to replace the coil. The coil will suffer, obviously, with it going through the drip tip at the top. But the mod itself, I've had a good look around it, and there is absolutely no sign at all of where water is going to get in anywhere. Obviously, you've got that big sturdy bung over the charge port. And yeah, guys, I've been using this for about a week now, and in there is absolutely bone dry. There's been absolutely no leakage whatsoever with this thing. I've been very pleasantly surprised by that. I'd imagine the only time you're ever really going to get any kind of leakage is when you maybe leave it sat there for a bit. But no, it works well. Like I say, I've just thrown it around a bit there. I've been throwing it around a bit all week just to try and really put it through its paces, and it's just bounced back every time. The coil, I've again had that running all week. Obviously, I've been vaping on other bits, other goodies that came in the post as well. But I've put this through its paces, guys. Nonetheless, I've really been blasting away on this, and the coils give me no sign whatsoever of giving up. Just to go over a couple of bits of the functions on this. So as you say, you've got your top airflow there, which is always good to avoid the leakage. Again, it's mainly designed for your DTL. You can adjust and stick that 0.6 coil in there, and you will be able to achieve an MTL vape. I'm just reading on the back of the box, see what the main functions that they've give. So as I say, it's the Geek Vape B series coil. So as I say, it's not just a brand new coil that you're gonna have to go and source. You can, if you've got your boost ones, they'll fit in there as well. Shockproof, which it's got to be, it's Aegis, it can't not be shockproof. Waterproof to an extent, I would say. It's got the IP67 thing there. It's lightweight, certainly is. 45 watt max, which I'll go through with you in a minute, and it's a 1200 milliamp hour battery. So just a quick run through now. I have absolutely no qualms about this device whatsoever, except the screen on it. It's tiny, guys, and the problem is I've been trying to sort this all morning, but because it's so small and compact, if I get a bit too close, it's just the brightness of it just takes over. So I've got something just to show you what the screen looks like. But the size of that screen, look at all this dead space that you've got between the buttons. You know, they could have put that screen horizontally and had it a bit bigger. And also just a personal thing, a gripe of me. I think that we're in the day and age now. All these pods are coming out. All these AIOs are coming out with fancy, colourful screens, and these are sticking to quite a basic approach. Now, like I say, I can't get that screen to focus in unless I spend thousands on a camera that will do that for me. I don't know. Maybe Hassan will dip his hands in his pockets for me. No, but that is essentially what you would see on the screen, guys. So at the top, well, if I go this side, at the top on this side, it will give your resistance of what you've got in there. So obviously in the device on this picture, it's got the 0.6 ohm coil in there. To the right of that, on this side, next to that is your battery life. That bar is your battery life indicator. The big rectangle underneath that is your puff count. Just see if you want to sort of track how much you're using this thing. Underneath that, you've got your 45 there. That is your wattage. This thing goes all the way to 45, and it does round robin. So if you keep going up, it will reset and start back down at 5 watts. Obviously, you've got your W just underneath the P bit there, which is just saying that that's 45 watts. And the P in the box up there, if you were to press the fire button 3 times, it will come up with a very basic screen. Again, I'll try and do it. I don't know if it will focus in. I'm really, again, this camera will not pick anything up that little, but it'll come with a little screen saying P or B. P for power, B for bypass. Don't know why they would put bypass in something like this. But hey, the option's there should you wish to choose it. But that is pretty much it in terms of settings on this device. It is pretty much just get it all set up and go. There's no backwards settings. You can hold the power button and the voltage down button, hold them 2 down for about 3 seconds, and it will give you the option to reset your puff counter if you want to do that. But no, overall, a pretty decent little mod. As I say, I have got no qualms with this whatsoever. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It's robust, it's sturdy, the coils are spot on, the flavour is as good as. I say that the way that these coils are coming on now, guys, in these sort of devices it's a massive improvement of what they were probably even about 6-7 months ago. Obviously you've got your RDAs and things like that where the flavor is just unmatchable, but it's not far off. It's not far off. It's a nice vape, lots of airflow, which I like that airflow being wide open, but obviously you've got that option to play around with the airflow should you need. But no, there you have it, guys. This is the Geek Vape Aegis Hero. Again, if anyone knows, I'd love to find out what the S is for. I don't know if that's meant to be like Super Hero or something like that. But no, let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. I don't go through comments too much when I'm doing the reviews, just because this is there for people to come back and watch. and it'd just be a bit weird watching me later on reading through comments. But I do read back through the comments later on in the day when I get a chance. So do guys, let me know your thoughts. Is this something that you would consider putting in your vaping collection, or is it something that you would just bypass? Like I say, only drawbacks on this is potentially just the size of that screen, that display. I haven't got bad eyesight, so it's not too bad for me. I do have to hold it quite close though to be able to see it. But I'd imagine anyone who's got impaired vision or anything like that, or struggles and has to wear strong glasses, you'd have a bit of a struggle with that. So they could have changed that up. But other than that, guys, absolutely spot on. So do let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comments. I'll have a read through later on. Only a quick one, not really much to go through with this. Like I say, it's very basic. They've basically just taken the legend, shrunk it down, and that is what you get. If you are interested in this, keep an eye on the page though, guys, because for instance, they did send me one that would go in the shop, and that will be going away to one of our lovely followers on the page. So keep an eye out on that soon. But for now, guys, that is me, and that is the review for today on the Hero. Look forward to seeing what your thoughts are on this little badger. But for now, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you later.